Hey, what's up? Uh, like today is 2nd January, and right now it's 9 p.m. And I like to talk. And this is the radio of I don't know how to say. This is the radio called I don't know, simple, fucking simple, freaking simple. Sorry for that, but it's all good. And today I'd like to talk about what should I talk about? Let me just talk about what I'm watching right now. Right now I'm watching tennis, and I like to talk about tennis. And the player I like the most, right? And actually, let me just talk about how I started watching tennis. At that time, it was I'd say 6 years of elementary school, and I was a person who doesn't really have hobbies, except for doing sports. So at that time, I used to play tennis and badminton and soccer. No, I didn't play soccer and baseball. So I used to play three sports at that time. And then I think that's the time that I started liking watching football. And also at that time, because of the hobby that I just got, which is just watching soccer, I'm also kind of interested in just watching tennis, just because I wanted to watch some other sports as well. Because and also tennis is the sport that I'm kind of how to say, that I play, and also that I'm in touch with a lot. So that's how I started watching. And then at that time, Nadal and Djokovic and Federer has flourished at the time. They are in the peak. They are at the top right now. They are at the top, and actually, which is gonna last 10 years and still. But yes, and yes. So that's how I started watching. And actually, I don't remember what competition I started watching, but it was I think the first player, or the first game I watched was was the game that between Nadal and somebody I think who is quite strong, who was quite strong, I guess. And then I just fell in love with how Nadal plays, and how passionate he is, and how you know like like yeah like his mindset, which is the one that he doesn't really give up anything. He doesn't really give up the game, even though he's in a he's about to lose, or he's likely to lose. He's a player who is likely to lose. And that's what I'm kind of really impressed by him. And right now I'm also watching tennis, and I'm also watching the game between Nadal and Demino, who's kind of strong. And I feel like Nadal is gonna win, even though as far as I see, as far as I watch the tennis of as far as I watch the context, the context, or a consent, I would say, the inside of the tennis, the how they play. I feel like Nadal is unlikely to win, but even though Nadal is so good at not giving up, he never gives up. So that's how So, and I think as a tennis match, at the game just goes far, or goes close to goes close to the end, Nadal's play is getting better. So I feel like Nadal is gonna win, even though Demino is also strong, and Demino, the way Demino plays so good. Yeah, I feel like Nadal is gonna win. Yeah, that's why I like him. The mindset that he never gives up. Yeah, And like I've been watching like tennis like for I don't know how long, but like it's around like 10 or 12 years. And Nadal is the one that I like the most, like throughout the, throughout the time, throughout the period, like, and yes. So, and also, let me talk about the game that I like the most. Like that I like the most in all of the tennis matches. I think the game match that I like the most, is, I would say the game that it's so hard. I would say it's so hard. I would say the game that I would say the competition in Roland Garros in 2019 in 2017, in which Nadal literally dominate the competition. Like he never lose a set. Even he never even lose a set, lost a set. And like in the final, I would say the final, the final in Roland Garros 2017, and that was like that was like that actually indicates, or that is kind of the explanation that how strong he is. He's in the clay court, and how dominates like how much he can dominates the tennis, or dominates the way they play in clay courts. And yeah, so that's, I think that I would say the final in Roland Garros in 2017 would be my best match. And at that time, like, I didn't even have to watch it like with the stress, because he was so strong, you know. But like before the match, like a lot of people had a concern of like him, like having just a little bit of possibility of losing, because the opponent at the time was Wawrinka. He's really good at like defeating big four, and he was really strong. And actually, Nadal has also lost against him, like in 2014 in the final Australian Open. So that's why actually I was kind of like scared of him, because he's actually defeated Nadal like once. So I thought he had a capacity of just beating him. But like soon after watching it, like I was so satisfied, and I was so surprised, and I didn't even watch it with the stress. Yeah, like without stress. I watched it without stress, and I I truly have fun with how Nadal plays, and how Nadal played at the time. Like it was so good. Yeah. And what else? Yeah, let me just talk about the tennis like these days. Actually, since I came here, actually before coming here, I didn't I actually watch tennis like often. I don't say like always or like usually, but like often, like once how to say. I definitely watch the Grand Slam, like all the match, like all the Nadal matches, all the Nadal matches that he plays, and also like some of my favorite players, such as Team, and like those players. Yeah, I also watch the games that those player like plays in. So yeah, and also yeah, I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, these days, okay. But like since I came here, I didn't really I didn't really have time to watch tennis, like besides right now, because right now it's New Year's Day, and I don't have to work, and also I don't really I don't even have to go to school, because it's day off for school as well. So yeah, besides this period, I didn't really have time. I didn't really get the opportunity to watch tennis and those things. But yes, so yeah, I like it. It's been a while, but yeah, and I just realized that I can survive with this, without this. But like before that, like it was necessary for for my lifestyle, because I've got a lot of I've got a lot of free time, because I used to be a university student, and also I'm kind of in depression at that time. Like, yeah, I had been in depression like from, I would say, since I don't know, about like since 2020, like what, 2021, I'd say 2021 or 2020, like December. So it's been, and then like that phase finished like at the, I don't know, like in the middle of, not in the middle of 2022, I'd say, like around May or something. Yeah, and that was really, and those period, and like during those times, like watching tennis was just necessary and just mandatory to my life, because yes, that's just, I think that's one of the that's one of the entertainments that I had at the time. Like, that's one of the few entertainments that I had at the time, because I didn't really get the opportunity to talk with and spend time with my friends, with my friends, who I'm really going out, who I'm really hanging out with right now, who I don't really hang out with right now. Yeah, so yeah, it just gets farther and farther. Yeah, like the distance, like the distance between me and my friends, especially like from high school. Yeah, we used to hang out a lot, but like we don't really anymore. Cause I'm right now in Australia, and also like most of them already started working, and I feel like I'm the only one that is still like spending time just for fun, and spending time just to learn something. I know that like you can even learn after getting into the company, but I think like I'm focusing on like learning right now and studying right now. So that's, yeah. Anyway, I've been talking like for 30 minutes, and I feel like it's the time to finish it. So see ya, bro. See you tomorrow. Maybe see you tomorrow morning. So yeah, I feel like I've got to make the habits of like speaking Japanese and English for 10 minutes, like 10 minutes each, like in the morning, because I think in the morning is the time that we should express the idea, because it's just before, no, it's just after sleeping, like which works as a like remembering all the things, and also like at night. I think the night is a time that remember and observe a lot of information, a lot of knowledges to remember, like during being asleep, yes. So yeah, I'd say yes. I want to spend at night, I want to spend like, I want to spend like 3 hours or 2 hours, I'd say observing and learning and studying things, and at night, just before falling asleep, so that we can remember a lot of things. And then I like to spend like 30 minutes just expressing the ideas, and also like trying to get the confidence in the morning, so that we can have a we can have a confidence before going to school, or before going to something, or before carry out some experiment or those things. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, just to let you know like what I'm gonna do in like how, you know, how my day, how my lifestyle works. So yeah, maybe see you tomorrow. I'd say see you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna just post a video like 2 days in a row, and I'm gonna post like 4 videos at, all at once, because I couldn't really post a video right now here, due to the weak Wi-Fi I have at home. So yeah, see you.